For you tonight at 5 and only on KION 546, sexual assault allegations involving local high school students taking part in a youth conference hosted by the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC. Tonight, members inside the Salinas chapter are blowing the whistle, claiming some high-ranking members within the organization didn't handle the situation correctly and are trying to sweep it under the rug. A decades-old civil rights organization advocating for Latino Americans now facing controversy over what reportedly happened at the 2019 LULAC State Convention. Fernando Armenta is a current LULAC Chapter 2055 member. He's speaking up because he believes some members of the Salinas chapter not only failed to protect students on the trip, but are also dodging accountability.
We have a moral and ethical responsibility to report any suspicions of neglect or abuse.
It's believed several LULAC 2055 officers at the time knew of the incident but failed to act after a youth director, Ana de Castro, raised red flags. Those included LULAC's president, Chris Barrera, Irene Barrera, vice president at the time, her fiancé and LULAC member Guillermo Hernandez, and Jacob Sandoval, who served as treasurer. In May of 2019, a group of teens attended LULAC's annual convention in Southern California. According to LULAC's constitution, bylaws, and protocols, supervisors of youth councils shall have the responsibility of supervising and monitoring the youth attending any district, state, or national conventions. Additionally, the supervisor shall be responsible for the respective youth council's well-being at any LULAC functions and events. Yet it wasn't until April of 2020 that an incident was reported to police. The report was initially filed in Salinas, where it was classified as non-criminal. As a detective gathered information, it was determined that an alleged sexual assault happened outside of their jurisdiction and was transferred to the Garden Grove Police Department. It's believed a teenage girl on the trip was sexually assaulted in her hotel room by another teenage boy who was part of the group. Because the case involves minors, police can't release more information, but KION obtained these notes written by De Castro and verified by members of the Salinas LULAC Chapter 2055. As you can see, we've redacted the names of the students to protect their identity. They detail the events that led up to the alleged sexual encounter on Sunday, May 19th, and the fact that 3 adult chaperones were informed later that morning. According to the notes, a teen on the trip called De Castro and said, "At around 3 a.m., noises woke me up in my room. There were 2 people in the next bed that were making noises. I think they were having sex based on the noises. The suspect brought a girl over and was having sex with her." When the youth director questioned the alleged victim, she claims the suspect had been drinking in a stranger's room and she helped him back to his room. She says, "He calls again and he is outside our hotel room. I took him to his room because she was too tired to go. I waited until he was in the room and was staying there." The youth director then called for a special meeting on May 22nd. She writes, "There was a meeting called to discuss procedure on how to address the situation. Agenda attached." Then on May 24th, the youth director records her conversation with LULAC State President Yvonne Duncan, writing, "Yvonne called me stating that Guillermo is very upset and this was getting out of order. The stories of the girls are not matching up. Therefore, it's now a family matter. Yvonne said that I need to stay out of it." We reached out to the state president, Yvonne Gonzalez Duncan, for comment. Initially, she refused, then unexpectedly provides this statement a month later. While we cannot comment on a specific incident or investigation out of respect for the privacy of those individuals involved, we can assure you that LULAC takes all allegations of misconduct very seriously. Still, members of the organization say this incident was dismissed because the suspect is a relative to both Irene and Chris Barrera. The boy, we're told, wasn't even supposed to be there since he wasn't part of LULAC's youth council. LULAC President Chris Barrera, who recently ran for mayor, refused an on-camera interview, but in a phone conversation with KION, called the allegations false. Armenta wants to protect that long-standing reputation. He admits what's documented here doesn't look good and is not reflective of the organization as a whole. Still, if police determine a crime did occur, he believes there needs to be more accountability and transparency moving forward.
Who in this council stood up to protect and defend before and after the fact if something did occur?
Following our questions, LULAC at the state level has retained an attorney to carry out an internal investigation surrounding this incident. We reached out to all LULAC members mentioned in this story and to other members aware of this situation, none willing to go on camera for us. Look for this story right now on our homepage, KION546.com.